Welcome to a special episode of Witch Wednesdays. This is Steph.
And this is Tara, and this is so special, guys.
So we are finally announcing the details of our Sabbat boxes.
You guys should be so excited. Steph put a lot of work into this.
Yeah, we've only been talking about it since January. So literally all year.
Pretty much.
We originally wanted to start offering these subscription boxes related to each of the 8 pagan holidays starting sometime in the calendar year of 2020, but then 2020 happened.
2020, man.
It did not work out because so many things closed down, and it just made getting supplies really difficult and just hard to figure out the logistics of everything. But we've got a whole plan worked out now, so we wanted to tell you about that in this special episode because I know a lot of listeners who listen to our regular episodes aren't interested in signing up for Sabbat boxes or anything like that. So we figured this episode will just be for the people who are interested in signing up.
So if you're not interested at all, skip this one.
And we'll see you at a regularly scheduled time.
Yes, we will not be offended.
So let's tell you about these subscription boxes. We have gotten quite a few comments and questions and just people saying that they're interested. Usually after they listen to the Imbolc or Ostara episode, they're like, oh, hey, those boxes. We're like, yeah.
They don't exist yet. They're in our minds. but
now we are finally ready to start offering them. The first one we're going to offer is Imbolc 2021. And obviously that is on February 1st, 2021, and those will ship by mid-January. So that's kind of why we are announcing this now, to give you time to check it out and sign up. And if you want one, to be able to let us know so that we can, make the right amount of boxes and get the right amount of supplies, because we don't want, anybody to be left out. Say we make 30 boxes and 35 people want them. We don't want to, anybody to miss out. So
plus I want one for myself because they're really good, guys.
So the way that you can sign up for these boxes is going to be through Etsy.
We know this might be kind of confusing.
Yeah, we have a Patreon account set up, and it's got it's $5 a month for our patrons, and they get all this exclusive content every month. And we originally wanted to offer the boxes through there, but it's just too difficult of a platform. So we did a lot of different research into, these platforms charge different fees and the way that shipping works and all of that. And it just ended up that Etsy was the best one because you can print the shipping labels directly off from there. So we won't mess up your addresses or anything.
And we would.
We would.
We totally would.
So, and then on Etsy, when we print off the shipping labels from there, it also has tracking. So you will be able to track exactly where your box is and when it is supposed to come to you and everything. So Etsy ended up being the best platform. Obviously, and we will link directly to it. The shop is called Witch Wednesdays, but we'll link directly to it in the show notes and on our website, Instagram, and all of those things to make sure that you are able to find it.
Yes, it should be fairly easy to find, guys. We are going to put links every which way. But yeah, we know it might be a little confusing because we were all set on Patreon, but it's way confusing because we were only going to do the Sabbats and not monthly.
Yeah. And they wouldn't let us, pause the charges for the 4 months that you're not getting a box. So Etsy's just easier. We wanted to make sure that you could order each box separately. We didn't want you to be order in bulk and then be locked into a year's worth of boxes. Because I know a lot of people do want that, and they do want all 8, but then there's a lot of people who have no associations with,
certain holidays.
Yeah, certain holidays. Obviously, we've talked about our various favorites, and some of them I just don't celebrate at all. So I totally understand people wanting maybe 4 out of the 8 boxes. So we just wanted to put it on Etsy so there's a separate order for each one.
Mm-hmm. And this way, guys, we will announce in plenty of time when the deadlines are. But if you want to try a box before you commit to more, this is a really easy way to do that because you don't have to sign up right away for all 8 and things like that. So,
yes, we'll definitely announce each box with plenty of time for you to sign up. We'll announce it in a bunch of different places. But just keep in mind that they will not ship until about 2 weeks before the holiday. So you will have it in your hands before the holiday so you can get everything prepared and whatever else you need. But if you place your order now, just know that it's not shipping until January 15th. Just so you know, like you're not going to have it in your hand.
You won't have all 8 boxes that early.
Yes.
If you're anything like me, you would definitely lose the things well before.
Yeah, so just keep that in mind. So let's get into the details of the actual boxes then. So the price for each box is going to be $35. And this will include shipping. It's free shipping. We have no control over how much and what kind of tax you get charged on that.
It's based on where you live. Sorry, guys.
Yeah, it's all dependent on your state and your city and whatever kind of taxes they have there. And that is done completely on Etsy's end. They have to do that. That's
it's legally required.
Cost of living in the United States, which we should also mention that for the foreseeable future, unfortunately, these boxes are only going to be available to U.S. residents.
Editing Stephanie here. I just wanted to say that we set it all up on Etsy and they do have an option for international shipping. So we are going to offer it just in case anyone is interested. And you have the option to choose that at checkout and it will tell you how much the shipping is for you before you actually press checkout. So you can decide if you are okay with that shipping amount or not. And if you are going to go ahead and order, please contact us first because we have, factored in shipping costs into the price of our box. So we can offer you a little bit of a discount on your shipping, but unfortunately we can't cover the whole thing because international shipping is just too much to figure out and you might decide that it's not even worth it for you. So just to let you know that will be an option if you really, really want them and you are an international customer. So we are going to be offering that.
So what are the boxes going to include? We know
this is the important stuff.
Yeah, so we spent a lot of time thinking about this. The first thing that we should mention is it's not actually going to come in a box.
Yes, no.
That was one of the first things we decided that, yeah, bubble mailers are the way to go. So
yes,
there's that. But each box is going to include first of all, a card about the Sabbat. So we're going to print that on, nice thicker paper and in a smaller size because the idea is probably about a fourth of the size of a regular piece of paper. The idea is that you can paste that if you wanted to directly into your Book of Shadows or grimoire because it will have all of the information about the Sabbat.
And it'll be one-sided, so if you paste it down, it'll just look real pretty, and then you can write your own notes around it. And the size we've chosen should fit in most Book of Shadows.
Yes, I have one very small one, and it still even fits in there well. So it should fit a variety of notebooks.
There will also be through somewhat.
Yeah. There will also be similarly, all the cards will be the same size. We are also going to include a recipe card with every box, and obviously the recipe will be related to that Sabbat.
And so if you are a Patreon, some of the recipes will have some overlap to Patreon, but the Patreons will be videos to kind of walk you through, whereas the recipes will be recipe cards that you can either add to your Book of Shadows, keep separate, or you can add to your recipe list.
And we are also going to include a card that has a spell on it for each Sabbat, because we've talked about in each episode how they have different correspondences, and there are different spell workings that are better for each time of year.
Yes.
So we are going to have a card detailing the ingredients for the spell and how to complete that spell. They're going to be different for each box. It's not just going to be candle magic every time. We're going to do some tea things, candles. We'll do bath salts, all different types of magic just to I know some people just prefer candle magic and will only do candle spells, and that's great, but we wanted to, get a variety of things in there for you.
And we both do different types of magics, as we've talked about very, very much for the different Sabbaths. So this kind of gives you both a look and how we practice, and just fun stuff to try. I know a lot of people, once they find their comfort zone, they're like, this is what I'm going to do. And that's fine.
Yeah, that's fine if you know what you like and you do the same thing over and over again. But for a lot of beginner witches, you might have just like never had experience in making a mojo bag. So we will definitely have one of the spells be a mojo bag just to get you used to a wide variety and experience new things.
And if you know what you like, it's always fun to try something new.
Exactly. And with that spell card, we are also going to include all of the ingredients needed for that spell.
So you won't have to go searching for anything. It'll all come in our quote unquote box.
Yes. So if you need any herbs, we're going to have some herb blends in the first one. If you need any oils, teas, parchment paper, candles, anything like that you need for that spell is going to be included in that package.
So you'll have everything you need to do the spell that day or on the Sabbath itself or whenever you want to.
And then each one will also include a candle, not necessarily related to the spell, but just a candle in the color of the Sabbat. Mm-hmm. There will also be a crystal, like a small tumbled stone, in the correspondence of that Sabbat, and also an oracle card that from various decks throughout the year, but that will be pulled especially with you in mind. While I am packing up your box, I will put that oracle card in and the corresponding reading for it. Ta-da! Ta-da! So that is everything.
Which is why we have a deadline. Another reason we have a deadline.
Exactly. So that is everything that it will include. Again, that's the candle, crystal, oracle card, the card about the Sabbat, the card detailing a in the kitchen recipe, and a card detailing a spell, and all of the ingredients that you need for that spell.
Yep.
So I think it should be a pretty fun subscription and a wide variety of items in each one, and the items will not repeat.
Yeah. So do keep in mind they won't repeat. So if you really like something, we'll be more than happy to tell you where we got it and things of that nature, but you'll only get one.
Yes, because I know that can be if you wanted to get every single one, but then you get, the same color candle multiple times, or you get the same crystal, or we're not going to send a candle holder more than once. We plan on sending an altar cloth. That's only going to be in there one time. So if you get, the Ostara box and then the Samhain box, they're going to be completely different. They're not going to have any of the same items in there. Obviously, there will be candles and crystals, but they're going to be completely different.
Yeah. And so not included in that list will generally be another bonus item in each box. Like she mentioned, an altar cloth will be in one, a candle holder will be in one. That's not going to be in every box. But it'll be,
yes. We're going to include that bigger bonus item, and it will be, related to the Sabbat or related to the spell. So we have just some of those will be candle holder, altar cloth, pendulum, a pendulum mat, just things like that are like a little bit bigger of an item that are useful in witchcraft.
Yeah.
So if you have any questions, definitely let us know. We've got plenty of time from when we're putting this up to when the first box ships out mid-January. So we will answer any questions that you have. Let us know either on Instagram, send us a voicemail, send us an email, however you want to get in touch with us to ask us any questions about these boxes. We will definitely answer those. And we will link absolutely everything that we talked about. So all of the different places to sign up. And if you want to sign up on Patreon to get that discount code, all of that good stuff, definitely. We will link that in as many places as we can think of. So that is all we have for you for this little bonus episode. So hopefully you want to sign up for these. I think they're going to be a lot of fun. And if you have any ideas for us, let us know for different spells or other things that you would like to see, because we always appreciate the feedback.
Yes, always, guys. Never be afraid to reach out. We enjoy it.
And that is all we have for you for this episode. So we will see you at our regularly scheduled time.